Mr. Clark,
Mr.
Clark, you strike me as a man that needs to have proof. Would you like proof?
I've seen proof. I just saw a freaking Kate. I got stabbed by a skeleton. Didn't hear xylophones again, neither. That's some kind of bullshit that I was lied to about. I saw an old lady turn into a hot lady. I saw dogs made out of rock and fire. Like, at this point, whatever.
Well, hey there, y'all. Happy Saturday afternoon / morning / whatever time it is if you're watching us in the future. I am DM Daddy RPG, here to bring you totally not happy, not fun times in this, our great mother, Appalachia. Let's see here, hold on. And Cricket from work is redeeming a harm, too.
You're at work. Focus on work.
Amazing. No, don't focus on work. Stay with us for a couple hours, family. We are here telling spooky stories, or we're trying to. Some people get caught up in murder dogs, so that's the thing. We are joined today by Artie Dude 2, portraying Miss Mary Davis. JenOfThieves, portraying Miss Hazel Booth. Emmett McCoy, portrayed by Ashley the Rage, Witch, Mage, Brick, the Brick, Magic Ashley.
Just use of many names, please. It saves so much time for you.
No, only add more.
We can only add, we cannot subtract. Leslie Clark, portrayed by Futter Guy, and Evelyn Caldwell, today portrayed by Glenn Dizzle.
Hi.
What is going on with Miss Caldwell? There's been many things alluded to. Maybe we'll see what happens today. Good times. Guys, we're going to do our socials real quick, real fast, while we're still in ads. YouTube! We're going out of order. Rebels.
Oh, no.
YouTube. All of our previous things are always uploaded. Hello, Brad. Happy Saturday to you, friend. YouTube is where we upload all of our games edited down into a more digestible format. We cut out a lot of the things, sillies, the goofs, the hold on, let's look at a book, so on and so forth. So it's more palatable, more easy to view and watch. Just all action, none of the fluff. And cutting out terrible things that usually get edited into shorts that are embarrassing, like me choking on crackers. And then that's YouTube. Please give us a like and subscribe over on the YouTubes. If you are watching us on YouTube, thank you so much for your like and subscribe or dislike. Patreon is what we use to fund all of our stuff. It's how we buy the books. It's how we buy stuff to make the merch, send out the merch, etc., etc., etc. Please, if you're not already a Patreon, do so. You get all kinds of cool stuff like merch, weighted voting, free channel redeems, slots and games, etc., etc., etc. Check those out on Patreon. And of course, the most important one, and the reason why I'm making it last this time, so it's not covered by an ad, Discord. If you are not part of our Discord community, we need you over there, family. We currently, the last vote is ending pretty much today, and there's no way that Resident Evil is going to win. So we know what the last game is going to be, and that means signups begin starting tomorrow for the 3 games. So that will be amazing. So yes, if you're not part of our Discord community, that is where you will find the link to sign up for the game. So if you want to play in games, come over there and fill out the form. Beautiful. Perfect. Amazing. And then perfect. That's all my social medias. That's I did the introductions and who's who. So let's see if somebody did homework. Evelyn Caldwell, tell us some stuff that happened last game. You're muted.
Sorry. Handle things. Everybody showed up at a farmhouse that I heard of.
Goshen Creek.
Yep. It was... The creek was a warding of sorts. Evelyn and Hazel had a tough time even trying to get up on the porch. Got immediately shot back 10 foot.
Yeah.
But there was a feast of sorts. There was pie involved.
It was good pie.
Seemed like everybody had a pretty good time for a while. Mr. Leslie had a...
All right. That's enough. Thank you, Evelyn. You have demonstrated that you did homework, and I appreciate you.
I was listening a bit.
Hi, Beals. Thank you so much for those gifted subs, friend. Oh, man.
I
Wow.
forgot the Z. It's supposed to be Bealsmas.
Man, this is...
Bealsmas.
Man, I don't think we've crushed this sub goal this much ever in the history of the channel. Good job, guys. Thank you so much. Mr. Leslie Clark.
All right, so it was this widow, right?
Miss Downs.
Just dynamite. So I got my first taste. I cannot do the accent right now. Hold, I'm gonna.
Do I need to come back?
Voice for,
Okay, do regular voice.
So Leslie got his first taste of actual Southern hospitality, where he had a lovely dinner with Granny Tyler and the Widow Downs and the 2 gentlemen. Mm-hmm. He was kind of tickled with the idea of forces beyond his understanding, with the prayer at dinner and the bracelet he was given. Then he brought pie outside to his friends, and no one appreciated the pie because he tried to give it to the dog. Which, not saying it's not a good dog because it's a pie, but it's rude to not even try it first.
Emmett.
After Leslie brought out the pie, we all sat around chit-chatting for a minute. Oh yeah, and then our new best friends, the fire dogs, showed up. One of them got killed by Manny with a shotgun. Mm-hmm. And in following suit, the next time I saw one, I tried to ask it a question.
Yes.
Much to the dismay of some members of the group.
Much to the dismay of being tackled.
All other members of the group.
Literally everybody else.
And then I proceeded to get tackled by 2 of the smallest members of the group.
Miss Hazel Booth.
Then we tried to play keep away with the red dogs for a little while. Emmett may have overstayed our welcome with the farm hands. And then, and then the little old lady got a little less little and a little less old.
And a lot more powerful. And Miss Mary Davis.
Oh my god. Alright. Geez, a lot got covered.
It was a good recap today.
It was a good recap. Hazel and Emmett found Hank McCoy off in the woods, spouting some nonsense, talking about stuff that was pissing off Emmett. And then we fed pie to a dog.
We fed pie to the dog.
Beautiful. Perfect.
In an event.
Where we last had left off, well, Granny Tyler, no longer really Granny status, was stalking her way around her land, trying to find these dangerous entities of the dark that have somehow crossed the creek that are being defended by these people that she has welcomed to her hearth and home. No, wrong one.
In my defense, I only defended Miss Mary Davis from the other two when they realized she wasn't normal.
Freak me out, Jesus.
It's okay, I'm currently climbing out of a creek, trying to drag a bridge up with my brother grabbing my arm.
Emmett, Hank hoists you out of the water, pulling you out with ease with just the one arm. Like, now you know your older brother was pretty strong, but lifting grown-ass manifest the mountain Emmett McCoy, he didn't have that kind of strength, let alone that kind of gumption. And as he like hoists and lifts you out of the water to put you on the land on the other side of the creek, you just notice how wrong he actually looks. You caught him a little bit at a distance, but the mind did a number on him. Like, his body looks concaved, like it's been crushed by rock. The parts that aren't burned, that aren't more jelly than flesh. One eye's just kind of like burned out, looking dead. And his other eye's just glowing a soft, like, ember, like a fire in the eye. But he helps you out of the water, puts you back on your feet on the land. Hey there, brother.
What are you doing here?
What do you mean?
Better
What am I
question,
doing?
what are you? Considering I'm pretty sure by looking at you, you shouldn't be on your feet right now.
It's a great thing about the mind, brother. It gives just as much as it takes.
Well, speaking of give, if you wouldn't mind giving me a hand so I can hoist this other half of the bridge out of the water.
Sure, you go on, grab it. I'll help you pull it up.
What, you don't want to touch the water?
Don't make me make you touch the water.
And I'm going back to my original plan of, all right, I'm grabbing the bridge and trying and pulling it the rest of the way up.
As long as it's not submerged in the water, he will help you heft and lift. It sizzles, like the water and the moisture on it under his touch just kind of like steams and dries. His skin cracking and crackling a bit as well. Like throwing water or oil on a hot pan.
How are you even here?
I told you. Mountain gives just as much as it takes. Helps you settle it in.
You know I never bought into all that hoodoo bullshit.
Well, I got news for you. You best start believing, boy. I'm trapped here, Emmett. We're all stuck. All of us who fell in 7. Hazel! You had sat down. You had accepted your fate. You had realized that these new dogs had seemed to respond and like you. Maybe actually weren't just liking you for you. And that hurt.
Yeah.
Was maybe a little bit defeated. I have to turn this music down. It's potent. Granny Tyler, now much younger, she looks more your age, was stalking her way over there, eyes still completely closed, as if like seeing without having to use her eyes here on her land. Are you doing anything upon her approach?
Just sitting. Lantern in my lap.
Lantern, which is now glowing brighter and more intense on the flame on the inside. Mary, what are you doing?
I forgot where I was from last week.
By 2 knocked out farmhands.
Right.
Granny Tyler had begun stalking towards your direction, but then her attention was grabbed elsewhere and was wandering away from you. You had watched her transformation take hold, but you had yet to do any real actions.
Well, she's lost interest in me. I'm gonna take a look and see what caught her attention now.
Well, when the group was together, you had seen Hazel go one direction away from everyone else. Mm-hmm. It looks like she's heading the direction you had seen Hazel run off.
Yeah, let's go there. Not following directly behind, not Granny.
Okay, you are trying to go around and go around not drawing the attention of Granny Tyler, correct?
Correct.
Roll me a d20.
Cool.
Gotta get them stealth rolls.
This is
I believe in you.
This is a speed task.
Oh.
You are taking a longer way, and you're not going to get there before Granny gets there. But you
All
are
right.
on your way, and you are not drawing attention to yourself
Okay.
currently, unless you decide you want to. You let me know if you change it. Mr. Clark.
All right, let's see if I can get that back. Last time, I just kind of watched her walk away, right? But I was seeing her transform. I don't think
Yep.
I didn't follow.
You did not.
Is the widow down still on the porch?
Mrs. Downs is indeed still on the porch.
I'm gonna look at Mrs. Downs and what the hell was that? What? How did she? I mean, what?
We've been telling you, the mother gives.
Is she your ma?
No. She's just a kind old lady that took me in when I lost everything.
Some quick maths in my head. How come she don't choose to look like that all the time, though?
Well, you see, sir, you think of it like a lantern, okay? So when you use the lantern, you're burning oil, right? So her using what she's able to do burns the oil.
So there's a finite. Yeah, I'm picking it up. So there's a finite limit to how long she can kind of He's super babe over there.
I mean, depending on what she's trying to do or what she has to do, yeah.
If she's gonna try and go hurt my friend, I bet.
I don't know. Is your friend one of them?
She's the first one who banged herself off the porch.
Is your friend one of them?
Define one of them. I'm still new to this. I haven't read all the books.
Did they serve the green or the dark?
Would someone who served the green be repelled off the porch by whatever thing was there?
Depends on how they serve the green. Oh, everybody gets half an XP. Good job.
Hey, back up to 4.
Oh, thanks, Piers.
Hey, I'm up to 2.
Look, Miss Downs, you are a dynamite lady. I would have loved to get to know you more, but if there's a chance she's gonna hurt my friend, I have to go try and stop her.
You do what you have to do, Mr. Clark.
Give her a curt nod, and I'm gonna go follow, against my better judgment, the trail of blooming flowers and growing grass.
And fire. Don't forget the fire.
Oh, cool. Even easier to follow.
Miss Caldwell.
Yeah.
You come to. Emmett's across the way with a burned thing person pulling the bridge up across. You see Mary Davis stalking through the brush and the trees trying to make her way around the island. You can hear Leslie Clark somewhere. And you see a red-haired young woman who you haven't seen yet making their way across the land in a very menacing and stalking manner. What do you do?
Evelyn stands up from whatever situation she was in before with a bit more of a confident look. Just staring it down, not knowing what's going on just yet, but taking everything in.
Here are the things you do know. You do know that woman's a witch. You do know that you were repelled off of her porch. So she at least has some semblance of knowing what she's doing. But when all that happened, she was old. She young now.
Yeah, she is.
Do not try to fuck.
Miss Hazel's sitting right next to me, ain't she?
No, Hazel ran off.
I thought she. Okay, I thought she was right there. Right there.
You know which direction Hazel went if you want to go try to catch up to Hazel.
Yeah. I'm gonna take off after her.
That voice that Evelyn rarely hears, but you're a bit more familiar with, kind of just like speaks. And it's very rare that Old Bloody actually takes the time to talk to you guys. He's just like, protect Hazel. She can be useful.
Got it.
And you take off over towards Hazel. So we have Emmett across the creek. Bridge is now set up so people can come off again. Leslie's going after the lady. Mary is going around to try to get to where the party would be. Evelyn is making their way over to Hazel, which will take us to Hazel. A couple of the brushes nearby start springing, blooming, which is very weird because those plants shouldn't be blooming right now. As one hand reaches out and pushes, and Granny Tyler looks so different. More in her prime, more your age. Her hair moved from gray to a nice vibrant red. Her eyes glowing with green.
By the way, Matt, I got fleet of foot.
Oh no, like, don't worry, I got you, fam.
Cool.
She sits there and she stares. The red dogs have taken up a defensive stance. Like, not so much like they're poised to attack Miss Tyler, but rather they look like they're trying to defend you. Which is odd because these things are supposed to be wild. They're like rock wild dogs, but they seem subservient.
Sit.
Give me an animal handling.
What's the difficulty?
With red dogs, you need a 6 or higher.
Okay.
These are not menacing threats. If you'd like to spend some points to decrease the nope. Okay. You tell them to sit. They do not. They are too focused on their task of protecting you. Tyler looks at them for a moment or two and then just gestures with a hand. And the two boys, like, not go flying, but are pushed back by some unseen force. And as, like, you're watching, like, it looks like the air glows green around her hand, and she gives a gesture, and it repulses out and pushes the boys, not throwing them back, like sliding them through the mud and the dirt and the grass back towards the edge of the creek. Nothing befalls you, Hazel. Miss Tyler does ask, it's like, what are you, child? And Evelyn, you're catching that question as you come. Mary, Hazel, Evelyn, you've seen Evelyn kind of like laze about. Evelyn's always reading her book. You've never seen her move with such speed, but she is like full on sprinting, just at an alacrity that you've never really like would even think Evelyn would be able to possess. And Hazel, when you look at Evelyn, the aura that follows is different. This one's more like a calm, placid blue. And Evelyn herself looks the more menacing color that you've occasionally seen floating around her. And,
stay where you are.
And this antler jewelry that you've always seen Evelyn wearing seems to be glowing just a little bit brighter.
To Evelyn, stay where you are.
Oh, stay where you are. You don't tell me what to do on my land, miss.
And then she'll like return her attention to.
Right, Evelyn, you get there first because you have speed boosts.
I wish I could answer your question. I really do.
Evelyn just kind of puts herself between Hazel and the witch.
And the dogs.
Mm-hmm. Matt, what's the terrain right where we're standing?
Grassy, flat.
Okay.
Miss Mary, you're getting close. You're able to hear all of the conversation.
Yep.
Well, that's even worse. You don't know what you done did.
I know what I was trying to do. It never really works out like that, though.
That's sad. I can't suffer these creatures to live. She,
I'm
you
not
don't.
gonna stop you.
Turns her gaze away from Hazel to look right at Evelyn. Like, ma'am, you best get out my way. Them dogs ain't gonna do you no good. Ain't gonna do nobody no good.
I ain't worried about the dogs.
Then good. And Leslie, you come running up, and Evelyn is standing between Hazel and the dogs, and not Granny Tyler. You're at her back, and she does not seem to be paying any attention to you.
How would I?
I'm gonna set down the lantern.
Did I catch any of the exchange that just happened?
Nope.
Or did I just? Okay, so I have no idea what's about to
You
happen.
just get here.
Okay.
Hey, Matt, how far from the creek are we?
We'll go with 10 yards.
Cool.
The dogs are more like 5 because they were pushed back a bit.
Risk it all.
Oh, I thought they were closer to the creek.
Hey, Miss Tyler. With all the nervousness of a high school student about to ask somebody to the prom.
Yes, Mr. Clark.
Love the new look. First of all, regular dime. What are you planning to do with my friend there?
I don't know yet. She gives another gesture, and Leslie, to you, this is might be one of the more weirder things you've seen today. Granted, to keep in mind the basement and everything else.
It's been a fucking day, dude.
People getting thrown off by invisible forces off a porch. Like, you see Granny, well, what was once Granny Tyler, wave a hand, and Hottie Tyler and the dogs, when she waves the hand, the dogs get pushed further back and fall into the creek. And there are yips and yowls and thrashing in the water as the fire beasts, the rockin' fire beasts, go cool and wet and sink.
Well, there goes my grant money. I would have liked to have kept them dogs alive, but being as they are now, let's call it functionally extinct.
They're not alive, Mr.
I
Clark.
listen to the voices.
Be glad
you
got your head.
And I see no reason for any of us to resume hostilities.
Evelyn, was that directed at what was once Granny
Leslie.
Tyler? Oh, okay.
No, Leslie.
I was like, all right, cool. Fire.
No, that was at Leslie.
It's been a long day. It's been a longer night.
I agree.
My invitation for the use of my yard is still open. But if you want to go, I understand.
May I discuss it with my people first?
Granny's ignoring you at this point. And
So she's not talking to me. She's just saying
she's
stuff
talking.
to
She's
us.
talking to all of you.
Okay. We're not having a dialogue. She's telling.
Yes. In that classic old person way of just like, this is what it is. I don't care what your opinions are. This is what it is.
This coupon will work.
I'm sorry. I didn't know what they were. Just thought it didn't really matter what I thought.
And she starts making her way back towards the cabin. All the fires that had gone ablaze, from the lantern to your campfire to everything, just slowly start going back down. The threat, as far as she is aware, dealt with.
I'm gonna look over to Evelyn. And who are you?
Good question. Evelyn just starts walking out.
So what the hell is going on?
You're gonna need to be more specific than that.
You know what? No, I'm done for the night. I'm asking questions in the morning. I'm going to fuck the bed, and I walk back towards the camp. I'm just sick of it.
Emmett.
Hi. Sorry, I'm. Colin's comment in the
It's
chat
all good.
threw me off so
okay.
bad.
Well, about time for me to start making my way back. Sun's starting to cook the sky. Come find me in the mine, or seal it up. You choose.
Question before you go. If we handle things there, are you going to be able to have your soul rest at peace? So the three of us that are still at the house already came to
I don't know.
peace.
All I
after you died.
all I know is I'll rest. Whether it's peaceful or not, that ain't up for me to decide. And he starts walking towards the shadows and the trees.
I'm gonna walk across the bridge. Start slowly making my way back over to the camp.
Very frustrated, angry Leslie Clark thrashing in their bedroll in the camp already, just over it.
Poor Reginald has to deal with me right now.
Meanwhile, our three ladies still off to the side.
Evelyn has gone back to the camp.
Okay. Mary and Hazel then. Anything for you two?
I do not seem inclined to move.
She doesn't seem inclined to move. I'm gonna just pop right down in the grass with her.
Therapist friend, activate.
Miss Mary Davis on the case.
I
I just
just
counselor energy.
I just thought mines are going to be dangerous. They seem willing to go down there. Maybe they could protect us.
They didn't seem all that harmful to you, no. I
At
don't
first,
see the danger that Miss Tyler says that there was.
At first it was nice. They listened to me. But then I saw what else they listened to, and it wasn't nice no more.
Why not?
Because I saw them out there in the woods. I saw them. Never saw them before.
I'm gonna look over and look back. Well, who's this mystery person?
The thing I hear. Things. Said I brought him home. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I never mean to.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna like put a hand out, but if she doesn't want me to touch her, I'm just gonna like put it in the grass. Just like presence.
He's not gonna move away.
Right. It's not your fault. And that's okay.
Maybe it is though. I don't.
Hey, we're gonna figure this out, all right? And I'm gonna be here with you if you need me. I'm here to help.
Just gonna lean over.
Smiles.
Kind of.
Bless you, Jesus.
Mary.
Sorry, the feelings, they're too strong. They're like pepper.
My hand's gonna move up and like,
Alert.
if her hand is on her lap, I'll put it over her hand, but otherwise it'll be like on the knee or something.
Gentle, kind, innocuous touch. Love it. All right. If anybody needs to make any recovery rolls, as we're now resting, finally.
Yo.
Fine.
You can go ahead and take any of them. They're all going to reset after this sleep that you're all finally well-deservedly having.
Okay.
So the max is the stat and the pool is what's to spend?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Okay. Evelyn's at full.
cool. And then Kelly's evil.
Yes, she is.
We have three bricks now
Not like this.
to dole out. Right. Hazel, Mary, do you guys just stay off to the side for the rest of your rest, or do you ever make your way back to camp?
I'll go when she's ready. If she's ready.
Yeah, maybe another hour, and then I'll wander back to camp. 'Cause I
Okay.
feel bad.
All right. And you wake to a small plate of biscuits sitting off by the mostly dead fire. Small little note. Very well written handwriting with the note saying, "Sorry for losing my temper last night. GT."
Oh no, it's the worst Dragon Ball.
I hate the fact that you're not wrong.
I'll take a biscuit.
Yep.
The pie was good.
Hazel takes a biscuit. Leslie takes a biscuit.
Tear off a piece, give it to Reginald.
I'm 100% grabbing a biscuit. Because
Evelyn reaches into her bag and from a tucked away pocket pulls a flask.
Now, Matt, question: are these like? Actually, no, never mind. I answered my own question before I even finished my question.
Cool. Good.
You gonna feed Evelyn? Whoever you are.
Yep.
I
Points to biscuits.
Takes a biscuit, looks it over. Got any butter?
Eat the biscuit.
The 4 bricks. One of those is Leslie specific. Okay.
who did that? I want names.
Yeah. Guess.
Chef.
No, it wasn't. It was Pierce.
Oh,
I see him later. He's gonna have.
I thought about. Did you throw the one at the very start?
I have not thrown any of them yet.
I haven't said it yet. It was to the first person who mispronounces it. I have not said it yet.
Oh, that's true.
Mary, are you taking a biscuit?
Sure.
Cool. Awesome.
This is like the whole shenanigans thing again.
All right. And you guys,
Little
They're-
nibbles.
they're so good. They're so delicious, just like that pie was, and you feel warmth and full and ready, and your stomach kind of twists a bit. Each of you, after eating about half of your biscuit, suddenly is just like, not wrong, not bad. You don't feel like you're gonna throw up, just tighter, more full. It's just a biscuit, like, shouldn't be that filling.
I don't know if I want to finish this.
The friggin' superfoods up in here in these mountains.
Halfway through, I'm gonna stop.
Is anyone glowing?
I'm finishing
No.
the biscuit. I'm
Yeah,
a
so-
Clark didn't raise a quitter.
Anyone
Certainly looks
glowing?
cool.
No, but there's various sigils on the trees around the camp that weren't there before. Those are glowing.
What color?
Green and gold.
Have I seen any of them before?
The sigils? Do you have understand magic?
No.
Right, I couldn't remember which one was the one you didn't do. Seen them before? Yeah, but know what they are? Not really. If you were a betting woman, Miss Booth, it's some kind of ritual markings.
She got busy. Guess we should go.
If we're leaving, I want to go say goodbye first.
Manners. Look at that. You can hear people milling about within, like, the house cabin.
Like, just knock on the door.
Manny opens the door.
Good morning there, sir.
Morning.
Look, there's no really good way to apologize for what happened last night. You guys are good people. I just want you to know there wasn't any animosity that was coming from us. It was purely ignorance, especially on my part. I want to take the full brunt of the actions of my group from last night.
It's fine. But I don't think y'all will be welcome back here.
I understand completely.
Be safe.
I'm gonna reach out to shake his hand.
He shakes your hand. It's only polite.
And then tell could you pass that I'm sorry on to Miss Tyler as well?
I heard you, Mr. Clark. Thank you very much. That granny tone that you were familiar with back. Gone is the powerful, strong young woman voice that you were dealing with in the dark of morning.
Is Miss Down? Miss Down's here as well?
She's still sleeping, sugar?
Well, I'd hate to wake her. Just give her my regards. She's a regular rose here in these mountains. Well, have a good day now. And I turn around.
Closes door.
It's both shots.
Can I use living off the land to just gather some stuff from the woods?
You absolutely can.
I'm just gonna like gather it up in like a handkerchief and leave it on the like outside the porch.
Oh.
Guess I'm heading back to the group and. All right. Well, we are free to leave. We are not welcome to come back.
Not too surprising.
I am surprised we're getting off this easy. That Granny Tyler probably could have put us all through the ringer. My nose always itch. This game. All right, so
And with that, I just start breaking down camp.
Hey, not Evelyn.
Just raises an eyebrow.
Can you reach into that bag of poppets?
Which
I just think we should count them.
opens up the bag.
Uh-huh.
Same amount as there was?
Yep.
Yep, same amount.
Can you hand me one?
Tosses her the bag.
Just glares. And takes the bag. And keeps the bag.
Just watching
Doesn't touch
this
them.
go-
Doesn't touch them. Doesn't touch them.
Just watching this go down.
When you said you just take the bag, I figured you were not.
Just not fully, not understanding what's going on between those two. And so Evelyn looks like Evelyn, just not with her nose buried in a book currently.
Mm-hmm.
Clark, do you understand what's happening over there?
I never understand what's happening here. I'm just. We're alive. It's a new day. Let's go. Fuck around more in these.
When they get distracted, Ellen walks over a little bit closer to Hazel. Miss Hazel, I ain't here to hurt you at all.
You don't seem too nice.
I just handle what needs to be handled.
Nothing needs handling.
Right now,
Give me my friend back.
she'll be back, I promise. I ain't taking her from you. She's just taking a little break. But I ain't here to hurt you.
You stay away from everybody else.
I ain't here to hurt anybody in this group.
What are you here to handle?
I'm here when things get a little tough, and right now, Miss Evelyn's taking a nice nap. When she wakes up, she'll be back.
Wake her up.
Nah, I can't do that. It's not up to me.
Is this that personality disorder I've read about?
I am very quietly talking to Miss Hazel.
Sorry.
Mary, give me a d20 roll.
Jesus fucking Christ! Why?
Holy shit!
Why?
Yeah, Mary, he's talking.
Why?
Evelyn's talking real quiet, like you still hear it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Margie, what the
That's those
fuck?
teacher ears right there.
Right?
100%.
Quit talking during my lesson plan.
What? Okay.
Jesus.
That's your
I'm
120 for the
watching.
game.
I'm watching you. I don't know what to do about you, but I'm watching you.
Feel free.
After campus broke down, Matt, I'm gonna scoop up a little bit of the campfire's ash. and soot and everything,
Uh-huh.
and just in a shirt pocket, because why the fuck not?
Are you taking souvenirs?
Emmett, lose 2 off your might as you reach into what was once the fires and burn yourself a bit on a couple of coals and embers. One
Still a little warm.
One brick down. Here we are, venturing. You guys make your way across the bridge and off of the Tyler's property. So many woods. There's 2 ways of the path. One leads you back towards the place that was once known as Barlo. The other goes off into somewhere else, Kentucky. Where do you guys want to go? Discuss. This is a group in character decision.
All right.
Are the mines back toward Barlo, or are they in elsewhere?
The mines are back towards Barlo. You're actually closer to them here being at Goshen Creek.
So I'm gonna make a what I think is a good argument, not going back into the way we came. Skeleton. Ooh. And weird priests. And other such.
Well, I don't really
Not
know
so
what you're
much
talking
to
about, but it sounds like a bad time.
And that's that way. Now that way, but also have unknown horrors, but we know there's horrors over there. Don't know. There might be nice things over.
The schoolhouse man said we go to the mines.
Even though he is at the bottom of the list of fucked up shit that's happened in the last 24 hours, it's still fucked up shit I kind of maybe don't want to associate with, especially since he knew who my father was. I don't think you guys knew who my father was. How would he?
Sounds like a very studious man. Who is your father?
Did you say his name was Matt Grant?
I think so.
I never wrote him in the story. It's Grant Clark. It's a bit of a upper society echelon man from Ghana.
How's our supplies looking?
I'm out of moonshine.
That's a sad state right there. Passes over the flask.
Drink some.
It's whiskey.
We're going to the mines.
I disagree.
Aren't
You
you
can
the one
disagree all you want, Mr. Clark.
Clark, aren't
What
you
is
the
that
one-
here for, Mr. Clark?
Anybody got
Whatever the fuck's been happening, I came out here to look for the wolves and such, the critters of Appalachia.
Well, I'm sure there's plenty more critters in the mines.
That's what you think
Yeah,
you're here
also
for. but-
something called the thing that sleeps below. That doesn't sound good, which Granny Tyler told me was analogous to frickin' Satan. You know, Lucifer, Prince of Darkness.
No darkness. Guess.
God's no good bastard son.
Hey Matt,
Yeah.
in the book on Appalachia in Evelyn's pack, would there be a map of the Ruffle area in there?
It's not a good map. It's not very up to date or anything because towns pop up and close down, turn ghost town very frequently here in the coal mines and mining towns of Appalachia.
But the
yes.
main one's floating around, right?
The main one should still be floating around. Absolutely.
Can you get a rough idea of where we are in relation to the main areas?
Yeah, absolutely. Area map. Pull it up for you. Or well, for me. Let's see here. So there's Barlo is where you guys are currently at.
Okay.
The next closest town, how do I zoom? The zoom button. The next closest town to Barlo. It'd be up through the mountains a little bit. But you'd be able to hit Trillium next.
Which way were we headed before?
You guys came from a town called Witherville, and you caught a carriage ride up to Barlo. Now you can brave the mountains and go up, and you'd be able to hit Trillium up there in Esau County. But if you follow the path left, you would hit a town known as Tourniquet.
That sounds lovely, don't it?
Sure does.
I relay all this information of what's around us. You know, just reading out of the book.
That's a lot of stuff I don't care about.
Look, I'm a man of democracy, and man, if the group decides we go into the mines and the horrors down there, fine. I've been outvoted. I will complain the whole time, though.
I'm gonna start heading toward Barlo and the mines.
Hazel starts making her way back to the place that was once known as Barlo.
All right, I guess that's a Hazel vote.
She is not here for democracy. Hazel is on a mission.
Evelyn just sighs and takes and follows suit.
I'm gonna look at Mary and Emmett like.
I'm just gonna grab my axe and start walking after the other two.
I've been outvoted.
I know.
I hope. Straight to hell we go.
Everyone keeps telling me to keep the ladies safe. Two of them are going that way.
Then I guess that makes that 3 of us. Walking.
The women folk have taken charge.
Reggie, what did we
The
sign?
feminists are taking over.
Damn suffragettes.
I'm an adult virgin.
What's this world coming to?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Hardy.
Wow. Thought this music is way more intense than I was playing. That's not a good vibe song at all.
Man of his word, he was outvoted. He's gonna complain.
No, that's fine.
To be fair, gonna complain anyway.
Yep.
I've been pretty good.
As you approach and make your way back towards Barlo, back towards the mines, a work whistle seems to ring out through the air, and you just, even though it's distant, hear the sounds of picks and axes and carts. For you sane people, you know you're nowhere close enough to be hearing all this noise.
Lane.
I guess maybe there's
Two of us.
the mines must be still operational.
For those of you familiar with mining towns, if they were operational, there'd be a town, there'd be people, there'd be any number of things that are not here.
No, still active at least. Just holding the bag like it's a teddy bear.
This ain't right.
The fact that we're hearing it and
Yeah.
it's not
I think-
close.
I think we're supposed to make it, right? You got a problem with that, not Evelyn?
Nope.
So, what's the plan?
We'll figure it out. Don't get
Are
dead.
you not enjoying yourself, Mr. Clark?
I prefer to make it out of here in. You know what? I'm not even gonna say one piece. I'll take 2. I'll miss a finger, something. But I like to get out of here with my life.
I don't think that's the piece they're gonna take.
I'm gonna get out of here with so much more than that.
It's if that was supposed to sound comforting, you failed miserably.
I don't
Nope.
know. A little both, I guess.
Kitty,
Hazel, it's quiet for you.
Where'd y'all go?
We're all still here.
Gonna go down into the frickin' bowels of the earth for you, so
Nothing to say now. I'm doing what you want.
I said I did not want this.
I'm sure there's something down there for all of us.
Yeah, maybe there's a
Making a lot of assumptions.
Matt's face when you said that. That's the face of, oh yeah, there's something for everyone.
yeah, maybe I'll
That's
find
how I
some
get it.
new
You get
cave
it.
spider or
You get a
salamander.
hate, and you get
replace-
a hate, and you get a hate.
Ain't getting a bonus.
Come on, Mr. Clark. Enjoy the exploration.
You still got that doll?
Yeah, it should. Why?
We should keep you safe enough.
Yeah, that'll be it. All right, stand back, frickin' boogin. I gotta frickin'
The power of
pick man.
stick compels you.
Yeah. And then it just stabs me in the fucking throat.
I mean, I guess it depends what it is.
Evelyn, can I get some of that flask? A real Pete. Big ol' sip.
Hey, Emmett, hold this. Like, holds out the bag. We're doing science for now.
Takes the bag and holds it. Just
It's still quiet.
Yep.
Wonder if it was the biscuits. Takes the bag back. Pa did
The
it.
rest of us can hear that whistle blowing.
It was
Uh-huh.
the biscuits.
Well, the whistle blew once to signal it was time for work.
Yep.
Now it's just mining sounds. As you guys make your way down, eventually, about a mile north of what was once Barlo, back where you guys found the schoolhouse and that door in the earth, across some rickety old train tracks, there's a little wooden bridge leading up to what looks like a mine entrance. There's a faded sign that just has a couple of letters and a number. BNL 7 on a rickety, rotted piece of wood.
Well, guess this is it.
This takes me back.
To what?
I scampered off into a mine once. Daddy kept me in the house quite often. I snuck out once to see what was in the mines he was always working in.
What'd you find?
Nothing. I found a lot of interesting things I'd never read about in my books before. Different minerals and ores. Pictures in front of my eyes that I'd never seen between the pages. The only life I really knew outside of that was inside the church and inside my home in the kitchen.
And you just found yourself a new life in the mine?
Oh no, I managed to make it out. Came back home like nothing happened. couple bruised knees, scraped skin. Never hurt nobody. It was my first taste of exploration outside of that house.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And I'm happy for you, memory lane there. Them giggles ain't matching the tone of this situation.
Then maybe you ought to smile more often, Mr. Clark.
I smile enough. All right.
I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you smile. Give us a smile.
Didn't see me with Widow Downs the other night. All right, let's get this over with. Into the mine.
You start heading towards the mine. Reginald flees from your shoulder.
Reggie, no!
Reginald, well, you might believe in democracy, Mr. Clark. Reggie wants nothing to do with that mine.
He's not a canary.
Harder than all of us.
Reggie's like, the
Yeah.
sound of my people, it calls to me.
My friggin' pigeon has more sense than this whole friggin' group combined.
Then stay with your pigeon.
No.
No.
Reggie can take care of himself. I'm thinking that you guys can't, so
And you're gonna protect us.
either that or I'm gonna die trying. If I die trying, I'm gonna haunt you. Never stop bitching.
Just add your fucking voice to the chorus.
Yeah. Alright.
Into the
I'm gonna laugh in a
mine.
Boston accent.
So Leslie goes first.
Second.
Third.
Into
Be right
the
behind Miss
unknown.
Hazel.
Yeah, I'm bringing up the rear, it seems.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Hey, Matt.
Hey.
Which town was the town that I used to work in
That town
relation
would,
to?
That town would be we'll go with Evelyn came from K-Borough.
No.
So the way the path would go would be Tourniquet, and then if you went east would take you to K-Borough. If you went north, it would take you to Charleston, West Virginia.
Okay. Just getting my bearings.
I really like the idea of the cacophony of voices in Hazel's head and then just a Boston
And it's just a
accent.
Boston accent, just like, ah!
That's got to be annoying.
Yeah.
Bidding Hazel. Go Sox! Fuck
Alright.
the Yankees.
All right. It's 1920. I don't think those exist yet.
And then also
Insult.
amongst those voices, it's like, did I turn the stove off when I left the house?
All right. Leslie, you're first. You start venturing down into the darkness. It's like,
I have it.
when you cross the threshold, the sounds of mining just stop.
Alright, cool. We arrived during break time.
Well, no, you heard them call whenever it's time for breaks and everything. It's just the
No, I know. He's being
Yeah.
facetious.
Oh. Shows you how much I will pay attention.
and Leslie.
Yeah.
Lose 3 intellect.
Might as well.
Like
Might as well.
you're not expecting really anything as you like start wandering through the darkness, taking first, and you bump your head across a steel beam. Bump
Oh,
that
oh,
head.
is that-
You bump that head.
Oh.
That is the one specific to Leslie Brick dealt with.
Matt, as I bring up the
Mr.
rear,
Clark.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my first cipher, the Centhound cipher.
Okay, what's that do?
It allows me to see in the dark for 5 hours per cipher level, as if it were daylight, and I have an assist or an asset. I think you meant assist when you typed it in all perception tasks, including those involving smell and taste.
Perfect.
And
So
because it is a level 3, that would be 15 hours.
Hazel, your head on a swivel because you're always more of a paranoid sort of person. As you're glancing around, you look back to Emmett and like something on his person begins to glow, and then his eyes are also glowing. You don't understand magic, but you know enough magic trinkets and magic items and stuff, and maybe Emmett's letting on a little bit more or a little bit less than he actually knows in all of these situations.
And if I remember correctly, once they're used, they
are gone.
Okay, so I do remove it from the sheet.
Yep. Leave it on there for the rest of this scene, but once this scene concludes, you can go ahead and remove it. It's like
McCoy.
it's like looking into spotlights when you look at Emmett's eyes.
You feeling okay back there?
Yes, ma'am.
You know what you're doing?
Rough idea of it. It's not the first time that someone's done this to me.
Leslie, as you stumble through this mine and this, you like take a little bit of a stumble, and as like you're like down like hands and knees, just from like your small trip after that small bonk of your head, a voice you haven't heard in years, just yelling out, "Mortar shell, take cover!" And there's an explosion, and it rocks the cave. And you look up, and it's cloudy, it's dusty, you're in uniform. For the rest of it, you just see Leslie down on all fours, kind of like a panic, like covers head for a moment, looks back up.
Did you do that, McCoy?
Did not. I don't know why he's on the ground other than him bonking his head.
All right, onward, men! Come on, we got to get out of here. This is dangerous. And Leslie, your platoon starts moving out of the trench and diving further into the field.
Yes, sir. And I take out my knife.
You hear?
What's a good-
You all
What's a good
hear.
episode?
You all will hear Leslie's statements and see his actions. Well, those of you that can see in the dark. And Leslie charges forward into the mine.
Clark, get back here.
Fuck you, you
pulls out a
fucking
flashlight.
Tired of things.
Evelyn pulls out a
Exactly what I was
flashlight.
expecting.
Evelyn's doing what?
Pulling out a flashlight.
Lantern.
As things
Proceeding.
as things get more illuminated, not eliminated, illuminated.
That'll come later.
For just one moment, like the second the lights come up, you swear you see it's maybe 7 years old, covered in soot. A tiny boy holding a lantern. It's not lit.
Oh boy.
It's covered in soot. Levels his eyes with you. His eyes, Emmett, this looks very familiar to you. Both of his eyes are just glowing embers. But it's just for a moment, it's just for a flash, the second the light comes up, and as the light settles in like this shaft, it just kind of like disappears, like fades into the coal dust and the coal wall.
That boy must have died here. Just like Hank.
A lot of people did.
Now their eyes are glowing the same.
52 souls. Hazel.
Well, I thought y'all were gone.
And Artie, you said Miss Mary Davis is walking with her hand on the wall.
I didn't say with my hand on the wall, but I was proceeding. If the path in front of me was illuminated with a lantern and flashlight behind me.
Emmett's gonna pull out from his little sack a flashlight and hand it over to Miss Mary Davis.
Wait, thank you. Thank you.
That way everyone has some form of being able to see.
I'm also just taking in the sights around me as well and reliving that first taste of exploration in the first mine.
Leslie, you continue to run, and there are enemy troops, and you are there doing heated, pitched battle with them. As the rest of the party continues venturing down, you see Leslie with knife out, just stabbing a support beam. He's not doing any damage. He's not going to bring the mine down doing it, but it looks like he is fighting for his life.
Yeah, you like that, numbnuts? Take that to the Kaiser.
Leslie.
Don't you fuck with Boston, you bastard.
I think Leslie needs another drink.
Leslie, give me a D20 in intellect defense.
No.
Okay. Nope. You're still back in the war.
I'm gonna try to reach out and grab his shoulder.
Hazel, as you're reaching out to grab his shoulder, the poppet that he has like on his person, it looks like it's like glowing, but because it's not touching him, so to speak, it's not like he's not holding it or it's not touching skin or anything. You can see it glowing like it's trying to do its job, but it's not doing it because he's not holding it.
Big deep breath. Grabs it and just smushes it against his face.
Leslie, there's a stick figure being pressed to your cheek. Your knife is deep in some wood, and
Hell
you're just
yeah.
standing in a dark mine. Face being mushed.
You good?
Where am I?
The mine.
Good news, bad news.
What country am I in?
United States?
Kentucky to be specific.
Do you need something?
Hold the flask out again.
Hold on to that thing. It has
Is
to
that-
touch you to work.
Is that what the soldier boys call PTSD?
We called shell
Think that's
shock.
right?
Shell shock back in this day.
Back in this time.
Couldn't remember what it was called back then. I'm sorry.
Duck it inside your belt.
Why don't you sit down for a minute?
Why don't y'all pick up some axes and get to work? You hear from down one of the shafts.
No thanks, we don't
Haven't
work
you dug
here.
far enough?
Never enough. They want deeper.
Who's they?
Why don't you grab an axe and find out?
I got an axe, and I'll pull out the big axe.
The wall, one of the coal walls starts to glow as if like it's being heated off to the side. There's 5 pickaxes just resting there. One for each of you.
I'm gonna grab one. Yep. All right. We're doing it.
Miss Davis.
I ain't touching a pickaxe.
Yes.
Leslie's gonna grab the pickaxe. He's kind of just here, and he's like, all right, someone's telling me to do something. I saw my friend do it. I'm gonna grab an axe. I'm still holding the thing, though.
Okay.
The stick figure.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, we're here for a reason, aren't we?
Ms. Davis, you might want to put that down.
Well, then what are we here for?
Ain't mining.
I'm doing mine for not mining.
Come on down. Welcome to old number 7. Good to have you. Thanks for crossing that line. Let's go.
Oh, we're scabs. Damn it.
That's why we didn't touch the pickaxes.
That was out of character. Let's
Yep.
just know about that shit.
And the gentle glow that had illuminated the pickaxes kind of like begins to spread, making its way, guiding you deeper into the mine. If you want to go that way.
I sure don't know which way we're supposed to go.
I'm gonna advance a few steps and then turn back to see if anyone will follow.
I got my axe. I'm following you.
Leslie's following you, Mary.
I'm gonna hold a hand out to Hazel with a smile. Just like a friendly invite.
I mean, I'm not much in the habit of following them. I'm not taking an axe, though.
That's quite alright.
Big sigh. Start heading in the direction everybody else is. Well,
Man, would I have any idea what's going on there?
Nope.
I have. Okay.
You do know, however, this is not the domain of your guy's benefactor. You feel a sense kind of akin to that night on the bridge, but it's far more menacing. It's more dangerous, and you know whose bridge that was.
Mm-hmm.
So something that's more terrifying than him can't be good.
Y'all might want to put them axes down.
Like looking back and forth between. But I'm looking specifically at Mary for what to do. Very important.
Smile and nod.
Smile away, boys.
Emmett, what are you
Smile
doing?
away. I'm gonna follow the majority of the group, but I'm not taking a pick.
Okay. That's
Miss
fine.
Davis, put the axe down, please.
not Evelyn. You can go with us or stay behind. I don't really
Don't
care
mind
which.
going, just don't carry the axe.
I'm not
Hey.
gonna put it down.
Hazel, as you guys start venturing and you're here in this central entrance. Oh, I'm a dum-dum, guys. I'm sorry.
This beautiful green cave.
There we go.
I thought that was what Hazel heard for a second.
I'm a dum-dum, guys. Not the worst thing they've said to me.
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
Hazel, roll me a d20.
Okay. What am I looking for?
You're looking for 10 or higher.
Oh, I'll spend an XP to reroll.
Okay.
No. It's the one.
That's not any better.
I mean, it is better.
It's a whole two better.
All right. Then it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm just seeing if you notice something or not. Here, stressed out, minds being guided by your good friend, Miss Mary Davis. If we were playing Baldur's Gate 3, failed perception check. You guys
I've
venture.
got too many people to keep an eye on.
Sure.
Keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Emmett, and not Evelyn, and not Leslie.
Hey, Emmett hasn't given you any reason, cause for concern. We don't talk
What?
about that.
Watch out, y'all, there's a fire down here! And there's an explosion, and flames come shooting up the mine shaft towards you.
Hooray!
They would be colliding with Miss Mary Davis first, as she's now taking the lead and Leslie's following her. But when the fire hits you, Mary, it doesn't burn. There's no heat. It's almost like it's a phantom or a ghost of a fire. And it washes over you and then washes over the group. And you're just, huh.
More trauma!
But as the fire settles, the cave, the mine shaft, just looks like it's on fire. Everything's well lit now. Torches, your lanterns, your flashlights. Kind of moot. For now, at least.
Excuse me for 1 second. I have to go help with the baby real quick.
And from
Sorry.
down in the shaft, stumbling out there, kind of similar to what some of you saw the night before. Looks like it's a miner coming towards you. He's got his axe. He's actively on fire. His eyes glowing with embers, just like the coal all around you. Oh, you almost be our new hires, huh? Welcome to B&L.
I'm gonna swap lantern for hatchet.
You guys coming to dig deeper? They want us to go deep.
I think we're here to send you home.
I am home.
Leather gloves.
Little girl. Why don't you come on down? They like you.
I don't much like them.
That's too bad, miss. And it looks like he's gonna say a name, but he just stares at you hard. Like he's not sure what to call you, Hazel.
Just stare right back. I've been caught in there anything. Not gonna hurt my feelings.
Just kind of moves between Miss Hazel and the miner.
What are you doing here?
What I have.
What? And just like the Red Dogs the night before, only there's no water, there's no anything. He's staring at Hazel and he's starting to turn rock hard. Almost like a statue, calcifying in place. Then he crumbles into coal dust. The mine shaft is still on fire, but something, maybe it was something in his soul or his consciousness or someone who's looking at Hazel, whatever the ill intent that he was mumbling just choked in his throat. And rather than face whatever this was, he stopped.
Did he look familiar?
You've never seen this man before in your life.
Oh, I hope that meant he found some peace.
Miss Hazel, you been in the mines?
I don't think so. Is that where you're from?
Few times.
Well, then welcome home to you two.
Roll credits.
I am continuing forward.
Heck yeah. You continue diving deeper into the mine shafts, going further.
Fire didn't burn, so.
I'm gonna linger looking at what the dude was for a second and then start.
There's something shiny left in the pile of ash.
Well, then I want to crouch and see what it is.
It looks like a necklace.
Reach out and take it.
And closer, further inspection, it's not a necklace, it's a locket.
Oh. Open it up and just take a peek.
You open it up and take a peek. There's a man and a woman you've never seen before. Or, not that you can recall, but the man just looks familiar. Like, it's the eyes, it's the nose. It's like, it looks like he could be kin to you.
I'm gonna look up and see if anyone else saw me take it.
Well, Mary continued off. Nobody else has declared actions.
And then it's at the back of the group. So.
Emmett is at the back. This is true.
Leslie is probably still just gonna follow Mary. For some reason, he is latched onto her.
She's very comforting. I'm gonna like
Then hovering around where Hazel is at the same
as
time.
stealthily as I can. I'm gonna put the locket on, and then head off with everybody else.
Okay. All right. That is one of the things in the mine dealt with. Let's see here. Other people that possess the gift. Mary, Evelyn, give me D20s, please.
Oh my freaking god!
Hey,
Jesus.
this time it actually matters, though.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it does, but Jesus Christ.
I mean,
Taking all my good rolls.
it mattered before her. Before
I'm gonna
the
be dead.
conversation.
I'm gonna be dead.
No, it's
in
fine.
this
I'll just have the
future
bad
role-playing game.
rolls. You'll have the good rolls. That's how this night's gonna go.
Oh yeah, it's gonna even out very nicely.
When did you roll that one, Jen?
Just a minute ago.
Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention to that.
Evelyn, are you going to roll a D20?
I don't have the gift, do I? Or is this just in general?
I am telling you, you can roll a D20.
Sure, I'll roll a d20.
Make the deal.
You're some form of magical bullshit out here in the damn woods.
As you come to an intersection, there is a touch of green. Not like plant life, but like a small, gentle glow, and it looks like in the shape of one of the figures Leslie's holding. Right there at like the corner of a support beam.
All right, we'll take a look.
I mean, that's what you see.
Right. How did you get down here?
Who are you talking to?
No, the little poppet over here.
No, there is no poppet. It's just a
Sorry.
green. It's just a green space in the shape of a poppet. There is no poppet.
Got it. All right. Wasn't
Wonder what
expecting
happened
to
to
find
the one
something
that
green
popped in it.
down in the mine shaft.
Where is it?
Something green?
It's right on over here.
No, everything here looks like it's made of rock.
Can you point to it? I don't see it.
Point.
I'm gonna wander over. And
Don't you fucking dare.
reach into the bag,
Don't you do it.
grab one of the dolls,
Do it.
and put it where she pointed.
So, Hazel reaches into the bag and grabs a doll. For everyone else, you hear maybe it's the sound of like some rock fall or something going bad in one of the shafts or something, but the section touches, it's like a screaming, screeching, hellish roar. All of you hear that as she reaches into the bag.
Oh, that.
Miss
That
Hazel,
can't
maybe you
be
should let somebody else do that.
I don't think that's a me.
We shouldn't.
We should probably hurry now.
Very wet.
Oh, hey.
Something sounds mad.
We gotta find the rest of the green things to put the dolls on, I guess. It was awful nice of someone to mark them for us.
Emmett, Leslie, you guys don't see anything
That's
green or glowy or...
That's what the whole. No, it all looks like rock around here. I don't see nothing green.
And Hazel, as you place the poppet to where Mary had pointed at, lose 3 speed. That's another brick dealt with. 2 to go. And that is poppet 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's dealt with. Cool. And whistle blows. We got intruders trying to stop our good work. Find them. Stop them.
Here they come.
What do you think the odds are that they're not talking about us?
Oh, pretty
Slim
much
enough.
done.
Eh.
I'm gonna start walking forward now, for real.
Miss
Or-
Booth, may I have some of those?
No.
No.
If you did say please.
Why not?
Cause I'm holding them. I might need them.
The
Right.
dragging sound of metal on rock as the shaft to the right, one miner, well, what was once a miner, looks more burned and skeletal than flesh like the ones you've been seeing, like stumbling up, pickaxe in hand, menacing, and proceeds
How
to
many-
take, you're in the back, proceeds
I
to
know.
take a swipe right there at Hazel. And now we can do evil music.
Where am I in relation to Hazel?
Evelyn gets a chance with.
Mary and Evelyn had like walked up and seen the green thing. You're behind Mary. Hazel had stepped up, so it's currently 3 ladies. Leslie, Emmett. Hazel,
Is there
I need
any way I could? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Hazel, I need a speed defense from you.
Okay.
Unless one of you has an ability for moving real fast, intervening in an attack, so on, so forth, etc.
Let's see. Yep, fleet of foot I think gets there, yeah?
You can move and attack. You can move and do an action, yes.
Control the field wouldn't help here, would it?
Yeah,
What's
Evelyn will
control the
intervene.
field?
It says it's a melee attack that inflicts 1 point less of damage.
Oh no, that means when you attack, you can move them.
You maneuver it into. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you're right. For some reason, I was reading that like you maneuver into, not you maneuver it.
Also, Hazel, I need you to pick another person to get an XP.
Mary.
Okay. Beautiful. All right. We had. Do I have your speed roll yet, Hazel?
No, you said unless, and then
Right.
I was waiting.
Oh, I'll spend an XP to reroll that.
All right. -1 from Leslie.
Oh.
You know what? Can I take my XP back from Mary? She's stealing all the gold rolls.
I thought you couldn't re-roll the ones.
No. I am allowing it.
Okay.
I don't want you guys to die in your first horrible
I
encounter.
previously said no. Keep the 1. No, I'll sack an XP for this.
Hazel, reroll.
That's a lot of pressure. All right, at least it's double digits.
Hey, the pickaxe comes swinging down and you actually duck out of the way. You don't feel the power, you don't feel the voices anymore. Like you're cut off from the source of what's kept you alive for so long. You've made them mad. But it takes a swing and it misses, its axe embedding into the rock wall beside, and it seems more exposed, more open to violence reciprocated, if you will. Evelyn, you're right there.
Damn it.
Gloved hand. Gonna just punch it as hard as you can.
Okay. Punch him.
Let's see.
I got no spare XP for you. Sorry.
I
I'll
got
spend an
one.
XP for that.
Oh, you got one? Okay, cool.
Look at you guys working together.
Gato already took all the good rolls.
Much better.
Hey.
Significantly better. In fact, and because this is an attack roll, dice values do different things. So with a 19, you can either add +3 damage to your attack, or you can have a minor effect, like, get it, minor? But minor effect,
Wow.
like moving it, knocking it down. Thank you.
Okay. Moving it away from this Hazel would be the ideal. And also my fist count as medium weapons.
I'm aware of that. So are you trying to move it away, or are you doing the extra damage?
Oh, hold on. What?
I like what you took.
Move it away.
Okay. All
I
right.
don't know if the pickaxe would stay on the wall or not.
You punch and it stumbles backwards under the mighty blow of Miss Evelyn Caldwell. So you guys see tiny bookish woman just crack right across the miner's jaw, and it tumbles and stumbles. The axe still in the wall, and Evelyn's just in like a perfect boxing pose of the time.
Note to self, don't piss off the book readers, apparently.
Well, not
God damn.
Evelyn's there to handle things.
Leslie.
No wonder she was able to attack
Is
me.
it still? It's just knocked down, right? It's not like
It is knocked
bang.
back.
Okay. Can I use the pickaxe that I'm still holding to hit it?
You absolutely can. That's the whole point of having a damn axe.
I'm gonna try to fucking plant it in this thing's skull.
Pickaxe would be a two-handed weapon.
You will whiff. Yeah, you swing wide, and you're not used to using a weapon and a thing of this kind of caliber or nature. It's too big, too cumbersome. And you
Choke up on it.
and you swing wide.
Yeah, ball.
Emmett,
Oh, Okay. I'm gonna maneuver around. Try to get around people and go for a swing on it.
Okay.
We're gonna do it with the hatchet, so the little axe.
With the hatchet.
Yeah, it's 4 points of damage if it hits.
That hits, and with the 17, it does +1 damage.
Hey, so 5.
And crack, and just like the guy you saw, the miner you saw before, just instant cloud of coal ash and rock and soot. The embers that were its eyes landing on top of the pile and then turning cold right there in front of you.
That was a good shot.
Right.
Mary Evelyn Hazel. Down the path, down the shaft. Next big intersection of winding masts and tunnels. A little bit of a glow of green again.
We're running that way.
Give me a speed task.
This is where I fall down and break both my ankles.
Might be. You do not break both your ankles, but you do stumble and you do fall. And evens or odds?
Odds.
You do not break a poppet.
I get up to my feet and do walk fast.
The sound of howls through the mines rings out. Then gouts of fire from down the tunnel. You're familiar enough with these. You saw them last night. You tried to save them. Rocky, on-fire dogs charging down the tunnel, trying to get to the pillar before you get to it, Hazel. Give me one more speed task.
Chasing after Miss Hazel.
I really can't roll for shit.
I'll spend an XP so you can reroll that speed. Because it's an important moment.
Honestly, Ashley, I think your XP is magic. Everybody rolls really well on your XP.
Magic Ashley.
I am magic.
Beautiful.
I just realized from this angle on the camera, this isn't a witch's hat, but it looks like one.
Anybody who has some manner of ranged weapon, like a gun or something, who'd like to maybe try to shoot down the tunnel.
I very much so would. Before I actually shoot, would it be?
It would be speed. It would be speed.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and spend 4 speed to lower the difficulty.
Okay.
Then I'm kind of glad I did.
Hell yeah, you are. What's the damage on your pistol?
4.
2. One kind of stumbles, but the 2 dogs are still charging forward as Hazel pulls out another poppet, and there's another roar from somewhere deep in this mine as she slaps the poppet to the place and leaves it in the wall. And it's just, there's no string, there's no rope, there's no adhesive or anything but somehow this poppet is just hanging on the wall.
It's a hoodoo
bullshit. Exactly.
Yeah. It's a hoodoo poppet with hoodoo bullshit.
And there are still two of these dogs charging at Hazel. Evelyn, what were you doing?
Keeping pace with Hazel, just running interference.
With your fleet of foot, you are very able to do so. Would you like to take an attack on one of these totally good boys?
All right.
You do 1, 2, 3, 4 because they count as medium. Whew. Are you attacking the one that's been shot or the fresh one?
Probably the one that's been shot. I'm guessing that'd be the closest one.
Crumbles into rocks. Pile instantly under Evelyn's mighty fists, mighty boxing Evelyn, the champ. Who says women can't do things?
Not him. He was raised by his mama.
Damn right. Mary, what are you doing? Hazel was not willing to give you any of the poppets and took off down the tunnels, continuing to try to set them up.
Honestly, a little hurt that you didn't give me a poppet. I'm still following her though.
Okay. There is still a dog charging at the group, as well as there is a fire. This is the first time you're seeing this, Mary. There's a fiery rock that's different from all like the dead cool rocks in the pile that the dog just got smashed into. It looks like it's pulsing and beating with the heat.
If I put my hand close to it, is it hot? Like, could it burn me if I touch it?
It would be a little burny, like touching a hot stove.
Yep. Crap.
The magic.
I'm gonna tear off a little bottom of my skirt, like the really long ones that go down to your ankles, and wrap it around.
No, she's showing ankles. How immodest.
I got socks.
Scandal. All right, Miss Mary.
I got socks.
Miss Mary.
Yeah.
You will lose 2 from your might pool.
All right.
We're down to only 1 brick left.
There you go.
As you, with cloth, pull out the fiery stone. And what do you do with it? Are you just holding on to it because it's going to keep burning you?
Eat it.
Or are you chucking it? Or are you eating it, apparently?
Eating it? Who the heck said eating it?
For science, Mr. Leslie Clark.
It's a hot biscuit.
That was out of character.
I wonder what would happen if you did eat it. It burns.
Man, I don't know what to do with it. Crap. Can we stuff it in my camera bag?
You can. It will damage your camera.
Mash.
It's only money. Let's do it.
Okay. Do me a favor and go ahead and remove your camera from your sheet while we're fresh and thinking about it.
I feel 50 pounds lighter.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Let's see here. Leslie, what are you doing? There's still one dog.
I'm gonna try to redeem myself and aim to whack that dog.
Okay. Stab it with your knife, with the pickaxe.
I'm still holding the pickaxe.
Okay.
Don't whiff.
No whiff.
This is on the dog, right?
Yeah, this is at the dog.
Yep. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Pickaxe. Where are you?
I believe it's 6 as well. It's a 2-handed thing.
Sledgehammer. Yeah, we'll go. I'm fine with that. Cool. So that would be 6,
Thank you, sir.
2, 3, 4. And straight through its skull, it collapses in the same way as its brethren under Evelyn's mighty fist. Pile of rocks, except for one glowing one.
Oh my goodness.
Ash.
You're smashing.
Break that one.
All right, you level the pickaxe and you bring it down, cutting it in half, and it stops glowing. It stops. The little heat and the little flames on it kind of like go cool. And it's just a normal rock.
Are we hurting them? Is that what these puppets are doing?
No, they ain't alive.
Doesn't mean they
I'm
can't
around
hurt.
at this point.
Emmett,
Do we
you're
need
able. Emmett, with your cipher on, like there's 3 paths. Well, 4 technically if you count the way back you came.
Yeah.
Straight ahead, there's more mines going deeper into the earth. To your right, it looks like there's a shaft that's going back up. You're able to see in darkness. Nothing can impede your vision with this on. To your left, steeply going down, is just darkness. And it looks like it's coming up. You can't see through it. You can't see mine shaft. You just see dark.
We might want to get a move on, guys. Whatever is coming up that path probably ain't too friendly.
Do you need more green?
Nothing here is friendly.
Well, whatever is coming up that way, I can't see through it, and I can't see through the dark that's coming up that way, and it's moving.
I don't know what that's like. Yeah, like Evelyn said, is there any more green to follow anywhere?
Not that you can see right now, but there's back, right, straight. Left is the darkness Emmett is alerting you.
So that one, and you said it was the left one that goes up?
No, left goes down, right goes up.
Let's
So that one over there goes up.
Can I? I'm just spending all my XP today, I guess. Can I use an XP for sudden vision? A flash of insight provides you with a clear answer or suggests a course of action with regard to an urgent question, problem, or obstacle you're facing.
1 second.
Page 30.
You catch visions and glances, and back where you came, back the first real split, you catch sight of Evelyn placing a poppet. And you'll continue to see, like, you know the course, you know the way, but you know if you're trying to do this quicker before all the things that are wrong in this mine would catch your group, you're going to have to split up. If you continue to move as just one group, the darkness is going to catch you. And Hazel, you know what happens if the darkness catches you.
Yeah, we gotta split up. We're never gonna do this in time. How many dolls are left?
There are, including the one in Leslie Clark's hand, there are 4 dolls left. And in your vision, you saw that you needed to place 3 more.
I'm gonna hand.
And as the gases, as the air of the mine kind of seep in, like, it smells wrong, it smells bad, it smells like all those horrible things and all the stories you hear in the mines happen, but any of you who are damaged, you heal. And Hazel, to you, the golden glow of Granny Tyler's cooking kind of like reforms over all of you. As if the things she'd done and the food she's given you is actually finally helping. The markings on the trees, some ritual she did over y'all while you slept, helping in this dark time.
We sure didn't deserve that.
So for any of you that are hurt or have any damage in any of your pools, refill them. It's a full heal.
Yo. We
Dang.
don't
That
deserve
just
things,
has
guys.
him out.
And that is by the book. That's not something I did.
Oh, fuck.
You said there's 4 in the bag still?
There are 3 in the bag. There's a 4th one that Leslie's holding. And
Okay.
there are 3 that you still need to place.
Okay. I'm gonna hand one of them to Evelyn and then point to Leslie. And y'all need to go that way.
You know, one needs to go right, one needs to go straight. Somebody needs to go back.
She saw Evelyn put the one backwards, so that's the direction she's pointing for Evelyn.
Okay.
Oh, am I going with her? Like, what's the...
You need to send... Leslie needs to go back up towards the entrance. Leslie needs to go right.
Leslie, you go that way.
And do what?
You gotta put the doll.
Put the doll where?
You won't be able to see it. Mary, can you go with Leslie?
Sure.
Show him where to put the doll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Evelyn, you go that way. You can see the greens, right?
Yeah,
Put the doll where you see the green.
gotcha.
And I gotta go this way.
From out of nowhere, a pickaxe comes down. Another one of the skeletal burning miners. Like, yo, we will not be stopped.
You've been working long enough.
Time to clock out.
Work is never. Evelyn, are you stopping to fight, or are you going the direction?
I thought we were still right there.
You're all still together.
Okay, take a clock. Does that go?
You can if you want. I just need to know what you're choosing. It's not a time sensitive thing that you guys are doing or anything. I just need to know what's happening. What is Cliff deciding to do?
For Evil Lynn.
He would punch.
He would punch.
He would punch.
All right. Distractions of the dock continue.
I gotta go with the character.
Yep, Leslie. What are you doing?
Leslie going where...
Are you staying and fighting, or are you going where you were told?
I'm going where I was told.
Okay.
I'm
Mary,
not gonna do anything.
Mary,
that
are
would-
you going with Leslie?
Yep.
All right. Perfect. Evelyn, go ahead and roll me that attack.
Oh, sorry.
Yep,
I blanked for a
that's you.
That's you.
Yeah,
That's you.
I was thinking about things and blanked.
Swinging and a missing. You go to another punch. This time, this one's just like dodges. This one has some capability and capacity to it as it dodges and swings its axe back at you. Give me a speed defense, Evelyn.
All right, I am proficient in speed defense.
Did look up what it meant by initiative task.
It means he can't be surprised. I had to look that up. Heck yeah, you hit. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the medium. Perfect. Or well, you don't get hit. You don't get
Dodge
hit.
that.
Yep, you dodge back. Perfect. Emmett, Hazel, what are you guys doing? As one of these miners is keeping Evelyn tied up.
I'm gonna yell, Emmett, take care of the miner. Evelyn, go. And then I'm gonna run in my direction, but not too fast.
I had a hair I couldn't get out of my eye.
That's beautiful. That's fine. Evelyn, pick another person to get an XP.
Emmett.
Okay. Beautiful. Lovely. Evelyn's gonna be so sorry. You're not wrong. Just out here punching skeletons and rocks.
It's a rental. I don't care.
Ah! All right.
I love that that's not wrong.
Hazel, you take off running. Emmett, for you, you see the shadows in the darkness kind of like stick to the walls, but it's following Hazel. It's going after her. Leslie, Mary, you guys take the path to the right. You're going back up towards the entrance. You can kind of see daylight seeping in. And then, like, another miner kind of like stumbles into the pathway. I can't let you do that. It took too long to get us to the surface. And it's going specifically for Leslie, who's holding the poppet.
I'm gonna keep running. I'm gonna try to like push him down, not stop to fight him.
Okay, you were attempting to knock him over. We will need a roll of 19 or higher to do that. Unless you have an ability that allows you to do so. But I don't believe Mr. Clark does. That would be something more in Emmett's wheelhouse.
What if I just want to push past him, not like knock him over?
Give me a speed test then. If you're just going to try to dodge his swing and get past him,
Yeah, think fast, Chuckle Nuts.
instead of trying to knock him over.
Oh no, he thought fast!
The things in the darkness do indeed think fast. Unless we're spending XP. Anybody gonna give Leslie an XP?
I will.
I
How
will.
much left?
Oh, you got one. Okay.
Do it myself.
I'm almost
gonna be
out.
a burden, apparently.
Not that my rolls are very good, but good luck.
All right, Leslie, re-roll. That is enough. That is good.
Barely enough.
You are
he's the
able to dodge past as he tries to cleave you in twain. You're just like, nope. And you're in the chamber with this miner. Mary on this side, miner, you here in the chamber where you're supposed to place the thing, but you don't know where the thing goes.
Mary, where am I shoving this friggin' thing?
I don't see it yet.
Evelyn, you're taking off back the way you came. The sounds of angry fire puppies. But they're not coming from like down a path like the ones that were charging. They seem to be like pulling themselves out of the walls, stumbling down into the pathway of the mine shaft. You have a little bit of a lead on them, but they do immediately start pursuing.
Booking it as hard as it can go.
There are 3 fire
lovely.
puppies chasing you. Your best friends that you wanted to keep safe. And in the back of Cliff's mind, it's like, fucking stupid woman.
I'm gonna have to call her about
It's not
that.
cool, dude. You can't say that.
And reciprocating in your brain space is Evelyn's voice telling you, shut up, you big dumb man.
Uh-huh.
They're equally as bad.
Now ain't the time. Let's go.
Perfect. And Hazel, the voices. Like, Hazel, stop. Think about what you're doing. Like, do you really want to be stuck in here? Here
Not
in
much out there
mines?
for me.
There's a whole world for us, Hazel.
Grabs the doll.
The voices stop. The voices
Looking
stop.
at
Clearly they're trying to stop you, but the darkness is looming and fast on your heels. Evelyn, Hazel, I need a d20 from both of you, please. I know.
It's not been a good day. That's just gonna have to be good enough.
That is. Both of yours are great as you continue to outpace the danger that is coming at you. Emmett, would you like to take a swing at this miner?
I would.
Would you like to add +4 damage or have a major effect?
Oh, what major effects do I get to choose from that? Because I'm row curious on that one.
What would you like to try to do?
I would like to, when I hit him, send him flying into the wall.
So I will be honest with you. You can do that, or if you choose the damage, he will be dispatched with this one attack.
Okay, let's go with the +4 damage.
Yeah, there we go. Like keeping things honest. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because your heavy axe does a standard 6.
Mm-hmm.
You only need 3 more to KO. So, beautifully done, Emmett. Masterful. You are the mountain inside the mountain. Cleave that miner in twain.
After he's been dispatched, I am looking to try to catch up with Hazel.
As he's cut in half and as the top half has fallen, you go to start taking your first steps. You hear, "Thank you, brother. I love you." And you look down, and it is Hank that you just murdered again.
No, I did not murder him again.
You just did, as he crumbles into a pile of coal ash. No longer any kind of semblance or form of your brother. But you know.
I'm gonna take my hat. I'm gonna take my hat off and place it where his head was, and just say, "Rest well, brother," and leave the hat behind. So the hat over there. God, my hair.
Hazel, you make it to your thing, to your patch of green. Pop it already in hand. Are you using that one, or are you grabbing another? Because you still have 2.
I'm using the one in my hand because it's the fastest.
Okay. You slap it in there. Slap it on there. Voices immediately. It's like, "We said stop. Do not." Evelyn, give me a d20. I turned that on for you, Ashley, by the way.
Oh, I know. As soon as you said, I started speaking. I will spend an XP so Evelyn can reroll that.
Okay. Beautiful.
Not much better, but it's better.
No, that makes a very big difference. Evelyn, you run into this chamber like, "Where the fuck is this?" Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Perfect.
Then start heading back.
Which takes us to Mary and Leslie.
What do you friggin' mean you don't see it?
I don't see it yet.
Leslie, speed defense, as the miners continuing to follow you around this chamber, swinging at you. Mary, the way is open for you to go up there and look around if you want.
That's not good.
Leslie, lose 6 speed.
Oh.
As he's hitting you with the pickaxe, which we've established does 6 damage.
Ouch. Oof. Where is he hitting me?
Leg.
Swing axe down. We'll say shoulder.
Which shoulder?
Left shoulder.
My fucking righting shoulder, son of a bitch! Let me find the fucking thing!
I've looked around, it's not here. It's not immediately in here.
Probably should have given Clark the pistol in hindsight.
Do you need me to roll?
If you would like to roll to see it, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of the same. Like, there's a central pillar. And you're not seeing just where to place the poppet like you see on the other ones. You're seeing ley lines of green energy coming up from the paths where you know your companions are at. Everything else is in place. Just need to get this last one right here on this pillar. And it'll stop this darkness.
But at what cost is the question now?
Or if you know, that is entirely out of character for everybody else's information. Whether Mary sees it or not is up to Mary.
It's there. Point.
Do you point at the right place?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. With
Why would you not?
a shoulder full of pickaxe.
Because these
I try to-
babies are hurting. And the puppies we made friends with, man.
Leslie, speed test.
Ouch. Ooh.
You dodge another blow and are able to, like, land right next to where Mary points. And you place it. And the cave, the mines start dying. Roars, screamings of pain as the fires all go away. And it starts turning dark, except for little lines of green energy. Nice, wholesome, happy green.
Do I see this green?
You do. And you start seeing plants just appearing out of nowhere along these lines. Little sprouts popping up as the roars slowly die down, diving deep back into further mine shafts down below.
That's pretty. And then I'm gonna fall to the floor.
Thud.
I'm gonna walk over. Big sigh.
Hey, Mary. I'm sorry I yelled at you.
Nothing to be sorry for. Nothing to be sorry for, Leslie.
And unless you guys decide to go down the deeper shafts, you'll find nothing else here. Your task completed.
Bill, is he still on the floor right now?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten back up.
Now look at you. I'm gonna take out my medical kit.
You're a real rose in these mountains, Mary.
Just say the word. You know you want to say it.
You are fine. Redoing that line. Miss Mary, your regular Appalachia rose.
No one's ever said that to me before.
Leslie, Leslie,
You're
lose,
not so bad yourself, Mr.
lose
Clark.
5 speed, Leslie.
I'm at 1.
Just one above being completely debilitated.
We're gonna start applying that med kit. You're not so bad yourself, Mr. Leslie.
More people should tell you that. And then I'm just kind of like,
She digs into the wound a bit. Take 1 speed.
all right, what happens when I hit 0?
You can't move.
That-
If you look under debilitated,
So if you look at your character sheet,
Okay.
and I will pull this up to look at it with you.
Oh, okay.
On the left side, so there's a damage track, right?
Yeah, I see it.
You are impaired.
Oh, I'm impaired.
Yeah, because you only have a 0 in one of your pools, right?
Yeah, everything else is full, actually.
Yeah, so you're just impaired.
Would the medical kit help or no?
We will get there.
Sorry.
Right now, chat's being mean. There's a lot of backlogs, okay?
There's a lot going on right now.
And the party
episode.
and the party is all able to reconvene. All paths up lead to this chamber that Mary and Leslie are in. You can see Mary kneeled down next to, like, laying there, Leslie patching him up.
I'll wander back slowly, like a hand dragging on the wall, like where the green stuff is popping up.
Thud. Thud. Heavy, heavy paws coming from outside, approaching the entrance to the mine. You hear a bear-like roar and the sound of wood just splitting and shattering under a swipe. There at the entrance.
You
Well,
say
that's a
bear
schoolhouse bear.
Might be time to leave.
I'm gonna like step past everybody to head toward the entrance.
And as you head up toward the entrance, there's a rather large man who's coming down the mines, backlit by sunlight. It's like, Miss Booth.
Yeah,
You hear the voice of the guy that you encountered at the schoolhouse.
there you are.
Unexpected.
What is?
Your choice.
I make bad ones all the time.
Then I hope it gives you some comfort. And he'll rest a hand to Hazel's shoulder. Like, you made a good one today. They'll be back. You curse sadly stays.
He'll be so mad.
But you put feet on the right path, Miss Booth. There's hope.
I don't know about that.
Hazel, if you've taken any damage, you can go ahead and heal it. Under this kind, gentle, big man's touch.
You know what? She's just gonna hug him.
Takes the hug and is like, oh, it's okay. And like, pat.
Let's go almost immediately.
Because
She
this is
realizes
weird.
she's being
This is weird. And the big man from the schoolhouse continues on down. As the darkness grows, all of you would be able to see his eyes, those beautiful emerald green eyes. A bit shiny here in the darkness. They're bright. They're illuminated in green. The same green energy you see in the cave. He'll go around, he'll offer his thanks. Anybody who looks hurt, specifically Leslie Clark, like when he touches, like you just feel warmth and nature and green and healed.
Thank you, mysterious stranger.
You're welcome, man from the distant land. Not all problems are physical, and it was a good thing that you had people to rely on you to bring you out of your nightmare. Mr. Clark, son of Grant.
I'm not even gonna ask. Have a good day.
I feel your group would probably be best suited elsewhere, as the perils of what was once Barlo finally can calm and cool. You are, of course, of your own free will, able to do whatever you would like. But, make sure that I'm remembering the right town. For those of you that took from the schoolhouse, those of you that are seeking to know more, who have a thirst and a desire for knowledge, Tipton is your next place.
Mary's just looking at him.
And just sits down. He'll look at Mary. You especially would like Tipton.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And why is that?
Don't you wish to talk with your father?
She looks away.
So, and I hope this doesn't come across as rude, but after everything we've been through, what are you?
Apparently he's the god of...
My name is Brother Bartholomew.
You just the god of knowing who people's fathers is?
No. But if you'd like, I could go down your entire family line if you'd prefer, Mr. Clark.
It's not the... Like, I know who my parents are. That's not the issue here. How do you know who my parents are?
All that are touched by the green are in my domain.
What? That's the second. That's another time I've heard this. What is the green?
He'll run his fingers along one of the little sprouts. The green. The
Thank you.
Nature and shit?
Just a big sigh from Leslie.
You don't believe me?
This is so confusing. Is what this is?
Was
I
that Emmett or Leslie?
That was to all of you.
It's not even... Look, at this... In the past, like, 36, maybe 24 hours, I've seen...
24 hours.
Mr. Clark,
wasn't sure where-
Mr. Clark, you strike me as a man that needs to have proof. Would you like proof?
I've seen proof. I just saw a freaking Kate. I got stabbed by a skeleton. Didn't hear xylophones again neither. That's some kind of bullshit that I was lied to about. I saw an old lady turn into a hot lady. I saw dogs made out of rock and fire. Like, at this point, whatever.
I'm sorry you've had a really rough time, Leslie.
Very well.
Made it out okay. I can't be mad.
I have one more question for you, Mr. or Brother Bartholomew. Was what I saw of my brother, and I'm just gonna point down the mine, was that really him, or was it something trying to be him?
The things in the dark take hold of the souls that they claim. So to answer your question, both. They use what they consume.
Well, hopefully he's resting now.
Who am I?
Jenny Garvin, daughter of, and proceeds to list other names that you've never heard before.
happened?
I don't know any of that.
Where have I heard that name?
You were taken from Barlo before the tragedy fell when you were a child. Your brother and other families stayed. It was issues with your father.
What did I do wrong?
Nothing. You were a victim. And still are.
Hey, Brother Bot.
That is not my name, Mr. Clark.
Well, you're gonna listen, because maybe she was a victim, but she's a survivor now, so why don't you find your piece of key?
I appreciate the work that you've done for me. And I understand that you were frazzled and upset. With this in mind, I will not engage you in further anger. As he continues to just sit there. The little sprouts he's been touching have grown exponentially. Nice little shrub and fern in place of what was once tiny little leaves poking out.
Anybody want to go to Tipton?
Well,
Leslie, we can figure out a way to get you home if you don't want to go with us.
He looks at Mary. What are you doing?
I guess I'm going to Tipton. What are you doing, Mr. Clark?
Well, I'd hate to inconvenience you by making you find extra accommodations for.
Shut up,
And-
Clark. You're coming with us.
I was about to say.
And with that, Emmett hands over the pistol, just letting Clark keep it this time.
Oh.
Hey, well, better start walking, I guess.
Oh, I'm sure Jim will give us a ride. Maybe.
I'll be quiet this time.
And almost as if Emmett can see the future, as the group starts making their way out of Barlow, on the path where he deposited you, riding up on his wagon. Well, hey there, y'all! I hadn't heard anything, and you didn't make your way back, so I figured I'd just come and check. Everything all right? Y'all need a ride?
Hello, Mr. Johnson.
Miss Mary Davis?
Yeah, we could maybe use a ride, thanks.
Unless
Hop
we're
on.
taking-
Well, hop on.
Wait, before we go, 1 second.
Reginald comes flying up, lands on Leslie's mended shoulder.
You know what, buddy?
Still weird.
You really are the smartest one out of it for that.
And that's where we're gonna leave off. It's 10 till. This game goes so fast.
It does.
That was so much
mad.
stuff.
Why are you
After
so
a
mad?
year- I'm slightly mad. After a year of playing with you, you finally have gotten a tear to come out of my damn eyes.
I told you I'd get you. I told you I'd get you.
You just let
let my-
yourself feel, Ashley. You just have to let yourself
No,
feel.
bottle it in.
Okay, so
Jen yell at you.
real quick before we do this, Hazel, I have you at -2.
Oh, for the overall, yes.
Yeah, for spends during game for people for rerolls.
Yeah.
Leslie, you're at -1. Emmett, you went -3.
Yep.
Okay. Hazel, you've gained 2. over the course of this game between care and intrusions.
Oh, okay.
Evelyn or Leslie, you've gained half of one. Evelyn gained 1.5. She's not here. I'll just message this to Cricket.
No, he's still there. He's still
Yeah, thumbs
listening.
up from Glenn Dizzle.
Yep. Emmett, you're also plus 1.5, and Mary, you are also plus 1.5. Props. Who made your game today, friends? We'll start with Miss Mary Davis. We'll go in reverse from earlier.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All
I'm
right.
giving you first pick. Why is this a bad thing?
Because everyone
pressure.
is good. It's
No pressure.
impossible.
Everyone is really good. Oh my god. Alright. Let's give it to Glenn Dizzle for today for just, like, really being, like, I don't know. I just found it funny that Evelyn is just like, I'm gonna just read my book, and Glenn Dizzle's just like, fight me, bitch.
Drinking and fighting.
Right.
I have a
like,
feeling I know what Bill Cliff is.
Okay.
I seriously almost considered giving it to Futter again, but we gotta change it up a bit.
Spread it out, please.
Spread it out.
Miss Hazel Booth.
It's all right. I'm gonna give it to Leslie Clark for
Okay.
his little flashback. This is some supreme acting.
Very good.
It woke up Violet.
What day is it?
Dude.
Where am I? Emmett?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna give mine. I'm torn. I'm really torn. I'm gonna give mine to Hazel for confronting the darkness when it probably would have been much easier for her to just give in.
It's true. It's very true. And Mike, are you back yet? No. I can see the chair, the empty chair. All right. Leslie Clark.
I'm gonna give it to Artie.
Okay.
Just specifically for the therapist role that they took kind of early on, but also like I cannot figure out their vibe, and I love that. I'm not sure, so that's why Leslie's now sticking a bit closer. I would also like to redeem Patreon.
Okay.
I have to give one to Emmett for the goodbye to Hank. That was really good.
All right. So a care to Emmett. So that would that ties up with Pierce's one. So that's another XP for Emmett. Beautiful. And Evelyn.
Hi.
Hi. Who made your game today? We're doing props.
I gotta go, Miss Mary Davis.
Miss Mary Davis.
We
For
really
why?
spread it all out.
What for?
Because I swore that she was getting ready to just screw us all over.
And then she didn't.
And she didn't.
And she didn't.
And she didn't. And she didn't.
She did not.
Leslie Clark
It was
Riz,
awesome.
I got her.
I was like, oh, like the sigh of relief I felt leave my body was just like, oh.
Right.
That was completely intentional. In my head, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna make it obvious. I'm gonna
Artie,
do it.
when you were debating whether or not to place the puppet, I didn't realize I was holding my breath waiting for you to say you were going to do it.
What's
Yes, it
great is when they first got out there, Mary's like, I don't see it. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, I was like, oh no.
That's what I was like.
It was good.
And there's
Things
this
to be explored in the future.
there's this evil miner in the way. I can't see.
No.
I don't see anything.
It's so strong.
So I'm fighting him fucking with me.
I can't see it over all the loud noises you're making.
All right, so Hazel.
Pipe down
all right,
a little bit.
So Hazel, you took away the 2 already. You gain 3. You're at plus
So
3.
net 1.
If you took away your 2, did you take away your 2 already?
Yes.
So add 3 to whatever it is that you're at now.
Okay.
Leslie, you took away the 1, right?
Yeah, everything is
Cool.
even out except for props.
Give yourself a 1.5. Evelyn, add 2.5 XP to your sheet.
Ooh.
Emmett, you removed your 3, right?
Yes.
Give yourself 2.
Okay, so I was right.
And Mary, you did not spend any XP for people to do rerolls, and you gain 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
for you to
guys,
level.
I'm saving up for something. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Fine.
Hey guys,
So
that
low,
was
it's okay.
that was episode 3 of our old Gods of Appalachia campaign. As we talked about in chat, we've got 3 left, 4 if we decide to do more, of which would be over New Year's weekend. But yeah, so there's at least 3. Who knows what wonderful things are waiting in Tipton, Tennessee?
Uh,
Yay me!
I would just like to note, I am saving up for something because, and I just now realized this, Scion and Monster of the Week are the only 2 games that I've played in so far where I've spent experience on,
Sure.
like, abilities.
You didn't spend XP in Scion. I did that for you.
Right, but that's what I meant, is that, like, I upgraded in those ones, and I
Yeah.
haven't really in other ones.
Beautiful. All right, guys, standard, if this is your first time checking out our Old Gods of Appalachia campaign, head over to YouTube. Watch the previous 2 episodes. They bang. They slap. Whatever it is the kids are saying these days, that's what it does in a positive way.
They are lit.
they do something.
They dab. So please do head over to our YouTube. Check us out over there. We have so many campaigns, so many fun things, so many awesome stories, so much great role playing from our players. They definitely deserve them likes and subscribes. Patreon, we have new games coming up, which means we need more money for new books. The upcoming games will be Highlander campaign, run by JenOfThieves, a Werewolf the Apocalypse game, a continuation of a previous story run by me, and a superhero X-Men kind of style game called Excelsior with an X because... But yes, so we need new books. That's what our Patreon money is used for, as well as our merch and everything like that. You get all kinds of cool stuff if you click that Patreon link and take a look in a gander, and maybe you'll find something you want. And then, of course, our Discord. If you want to sign up for any of those new games, you can do that over on Discord. That link will be going live either sometime late tonight or sometime tomorrow. That link will be active for a little while, and then we pick our player bases off of that. We'll be back tomorrow with episode 3 of our Christmas Monster of the Week special, which if you haven't checked that out, there's so many laughs and goofs and so much ridiculous. Nothing bad was going to happen if somebody moved the elf on a shelf. It would have been fine.
No. You're gonna get Janet. You're gonna get her.
I look
No one else can save her.
Guys, I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of their Saturday. And we will see y'all next time you come around, family. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. And remember, Daddy loves you.
Y'all come back now, you hear?